Alrighty, guys, we are doing a game critique for the game Timberborn. It's an early access game. Like it says, it shows it right down there, early access. Uh, this game came out September of 2021, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Uh, all in all, it's not a bad game. I mean, there are a few things that do need to be fixed graphic wise. I'm not sure if it was my computer or if it was the actual game itself, but for a good little while, this whole spot right here, just this little plateau, was purple. I'm not sure why that was, but after exiting out and then jumping back in, it seems to have fixed it. There are a few things I will say are kind of an issue. One of them being this. These are your science points. Um, it takes a long time to get these. Like, even if you do three times speed, like I said, it's still, yeah, see, one, two. Yeah, and it takes a little bit of time. But I haven't really gotten in depth. Like I said, this is all I've got so far. But like I said, okay, so other than the graphics being an issue, which it's an early access, they'll probably fix that later on as they go. The amount of time it takes to get resources is definitely not something I enjoy. As you can see, I have zero logs, but that's because I have to wait for these trees to be fully grown before I can harvest them. And that takes 12 days in the game. So, about 5-10 minutes for the whole thing, I guess you would say. Not bad, but harvesting resources does take a good bit of time. Building construction takes a good little bit of time. Like, I don't even remember when I believe I put this up here yesterday to be built, but still has not been built. This warehouse is at 26%. Well, like I said, it's all dependent on your resources too. So unless you can't get the resources, you can't really build anything. Uh, a few things I do like about the game. I do like that everybody is a beaver. Like that's pretty cute in my opinion. Like, hey, guess what? We're gonna do a city survival game, but everybody's a beaver. That's pretty interesting. I like the designs on the buildings. Like, everything is wood, which again, they're beavers, so that does make sense. But they do have a little bit of technology, like the water wheel here. They have integrated farms. They have gathering outposts. They've got an inventor, which this is how you get all your science points. Inventor, yay! Uh, all in all, I'd say it'll probably be a pretty solid game when it's fully released, but it still does have a few issues. Like I said, graphics, resource time, gathering times. Uh, just the amount of time it takes to research anything is kind of slow. The tutorial is not very in depth either. All it really does is like highlights things. So it'll say, "Hey, you're at the part where you learn how to build something." It'll tell you go to. It'll just highlight this square, and you really can't see it. Like it'll just like it is right now. So unless you're actually paying attention to it, you're not going to see it. It won't show you these until you click on it. But all in all, solid game so far. Could probably use a little bit more work in the programming aspect because, like I did say, this whole plateau at one point was purple on my screen. And yeah, it does. Other than that, it's just so far it has been a very time consuming game just to get to this little level of a village that I have now.